So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're doing extremely well, and I'm here for you to bring out another problem of GFGPOTD, that is additive sequence. It is a medium type problem, but I think that this is a hard category, right? Okay, so let's see what does the question say. So the question says that you have been provided with a string. You have a string, right? Let us name it as S, right? And the condition you have to check is that, so for this string you can see if I form this as one number, another number, so my first two numbers are 1 1. Now the another number, right, the subsequent part of the string should be sum of 1 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2, you can see it is 2. Now 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 again. 2 plus 3 is 5, 5 is here. 3 plus 5 is 8, 8 is here. 5 plus 8 is 13, 13 is also present. 13 plus 8 is 21, 21 is also present. So I can say that this is a valid string, and I will return true for this case, right? So I will have to check all the first two substrings and form the answer such that it is true, and if none of them passes, I will have to return false. For example, if I take one here, it forms 1 1 as my first substring. Now second substring should be 2. Okay, 2 is done, but 1 plus 2 is 3, but here it is present 5. Not possible, right? I needed a 3 here, right? Now if I take another combination, if I take another combination such as 1 1 with 2, then 1 1 with 2, it should form 13, but 13 is also not present, right? So that is also not a valid combination, right? Okay, if I try to take another combination 112 with 5, you will say this is a valid combination, right? Because I don't need the third combination, right? But this is also wrong, because the question explicitly says that you have to form such a distribution such that there are at least three numbers. The string is representing concatenation of three numbers, right? One more example I will take to clear out the concept. So here I can take 1 with 2. So that is 1, 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 is present, right? Now 1 plus 2 is 3. But it is 1 here. So not a possible configuration. But if I check 11 with 2, it should form 13. Yeah, 13 is present. Now 13 plus 2 is 15. 15 is present. 15 plus 13 is 28. 20 is present. So it will return true. And if we happen to struck across any case that is returning true, we have to return true. This is our whole question, right? So I hope you are clear with the question, that what does the question demand us to do, right? Now, how would we approach it? The main problem is how would we approach it? How to approach it, right? Okay. So what I will say, I will do whatever I was doing here. I will try to encounter every configuration of the string and see if it is a valid string, right? So for example, I have a string 11, 2, 13, 15, 28. This is my string, right? Now, try to think, what do I have to select? Isn't my main objective to select first two strings? Should my main objective be to select first two strings? But because if these two strings are forming a perfect combination, that is, I will try out first two strings, right? Because the next substrings will be divided by the first two strings only, right? So my possible configurations are 1 1, or 11 2, or 1 1 2 with 1, right? Then 1 1 2 1 with 3, right? I'm talking about this, right? Then 1 1 2 1 3 with 5, right? And similarly, you can add to string j also. That is 1 with 1 2, uh, 1 1 with 2 1, right? You have to form all the combinations. So I'm saying form all the combination of first two strings. Now, to form all the combination of first two strings, I will be using the concept of nested loops, right? What will my nested loops do? So in case of nested loops, I will start from here, because the first end for the because the starting end of the first string will be on 0 only, right? I will take my I pointer here, right? Suppose this is my I, and then I will take my j pointer from here then here, then here, then here, then here, up till this index. Why this? Why not this? Because it is mentioned that I have to get at least three numbers, so I will have to leave the last one, right? I will have to leave the last one. Then I will go from here till here, and j will move from here, 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 then here, right? Then I will subsequently move, right? So I will be going from this index up till now, because I need j, so this will be going to up till this index, that is n minus 2th index, 0 to n minus 2, right? And j will be going from I to n minus 1, right? Okay. These are my two substrings. What are my substrings? 0 to I and I to j. These are my two first substring. This is my first substring, this is my second substring, right? Now, what to do about the third substring, right? Third. For the third, the answer should be equals to first plus second, right? The answer should be equals to first plus second. Now, remember that I have been given a representation of a number as strings. Strings are representing my actual numbers, right? Strings are representing my numbers. Now, I have got two methods in my hand to make it work. What can I do? Convert both the strings into integer using an inmate library s2oi. What does this library do? You provide s2oi with any string, and if it is possible to convert the string into a number, it will return you that, right? So what I've done, I've implemented first two strings, that is I will give it f first, then s first, and it will give me the numeric form of f. Let us say it is capital F and it is capital S, and my third substring should be equals to the string representation of f plus s. So I will calculate f plus s, then I will convert it into the string. Suppose this is str of f plus s, right? This will convert my string into the, this will convert my inquired output into the string form. And if this is equals to my next part, right? My next part of the string after the second one, then I can say that I can move on, right? But do you think it is a valid approach? I don't think so. Why? Because the string length can be, let's say the string length is 15. A string length is 15. Suppose my f is actually quite long and its length is 15. Now, if this is 15, is it a valid approach to convert this into a numbers? Why? Because the numeric range of int is actually 2 to the power 31 minus 1. 2 to the power 31 minus 1. That is very less. That is very less. So now very less as compared to 10 to the power 15, right? 10 to the power 15. So if I fill it with 9, this is actually greater than the range, right? So it will give me the garbage value, right? So what can I do? My second approach here will work. I will use add the strings. I will use add the strings. Like how? Suppose I have been given the string 12 and the string 3. Right now I have to add the string, so 12 plus 3, right? I need to get 12 plus 3, that should represent my string as 15. What can I do is I will use the basic carry operation, etc. when we used to learn about addition subtraction, right? What I will do is I got 12, this is my index 0, this is my index 1. I got 3, this is my index 0, right? Now I will reverse this, it will convert to 2 1 with index 0 this, index 1 this. I will reverse this. This will remain same. 3 0, right? I will add them up. So 2 plus 3 is 5. Now, this operation will end here and 1 will be implemented right now like this only, right? 5 0 1. Now I will reverse it again and it will form me 15 with 1 0 and this. Isn't it same at this one? Isn't this same as this one? See, if you're not able to understand what I'm doing, don't worry. While coding, we will be able to understand everything, that what is each step doing, right? What is each step doing, right? So this is my algorithm, right? What I will do is, suppose I have been given with a string. Suppose I have the string in my hand as 1 1 2 1 3 2 5 and 3 8, right? This is my string. Now what I will do, my pseudocode will work something like this. I will move my I from this index, that is 0, up till this is n minus 1, this is n minus 2, this is n minus 3, up till including I minus 3, right? Okay. Now I will move another substring from j equals to I, because see, if I'm taking this index as I'm taking this, that is 0 to 0 is my substring, that is 1 is my substring, right? I will have to go from j equals to I plus 1. So j will go from I plus 1 up until n minus 2. N minus 2 is included here, right? Okay. Now suppose, what is my first substring now? So my first substring will become s dot sub str. Now the substring length I is 0 here, right? I is 0 here. What is substring length here? This is 1. Length is 1. So you can see that the substring length of the first substring is actually I plus 1. It will be starting from 0 going up till I plus 1. Now second string. Second string. My I plus 1 is actually 1. My I plus 1 is actually 1. And my second substring is actually starting from here. That is index 1. So my second substring will also start from s dot sub str. It will start from I plus 1. My j is suppose here. What is the length? It is 1. It is n minus 2. What is the length? The length is, if you count it, n minus 2 here is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? My j is at this position, n minus 2. Right? Let me mark the indexes correctly. This is actually a hodgepodge area right now. Right? So yeah, my index is a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? This is 8, guys. Sorry for my bad handwriting. My j is actually here. My I plus 1 is actually here. Right? What is the length? Length is, if I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My I want 7. My j has 7 with me. My I has 0 with me. Right? So my length is j minus I. See, you can do this every time you want to calculate length. Even I do it because that is actually better to get confirmed, right? So I've got my first substring, my second substring. Now what will I do? I will say my answer is equals to first plus second. But should I do it right like this only? No, give me the concatenation. What I want is I will pass them into a function f, which will return me the string version of answer. This function is doing the same thing, right? This is my function f of adding strings, right? Okay. Now, if I want my j is here, my next substring will start from here. My next substring will start from j plus 1. So if my ans is equals to my ans, that is my first plus second, is equals to j plus 1. Now what length do I need? So I need the length of answer, right? I need the length of answer only. I will use it for length also. J plus 1, it will be s dot sub str starting from j plus 1 going up till answer dot size or answer dot length, as you prefer, right? If this is true, if this is true, then this might be the potential case that first and second are actually giving me results. If this is true, this might be the potential case that first and second are my actual two numbers. So what will I do? I will start them for them only, right? I will use my first, it was first, my second, it was second. I have concluded my answer. Now, see, if this is my first, this is my second, this is my third, right? So I calculated first plus second is equals to third. That turns out to be true. First plus second is equals to third. Now, suppose there is a substring left now. There is a substring left, fourth, right? What for fourth, what will be my first and what will be my second? So fourth, this will be my first, this will be my second. So I will just iteratively check. Then iteratively check for remaining sequence. Check for remaining string or s here, right? Remaining string. If that return to be true, if that is true, return true. Otherwise, after this loop, the outer nested loop, if no case returns true, you have to return false. You have to return false. So I hope the driver code is clear to you. You're not able to, like, you are able to segregate what is happening at each step, right? Yeah, I'm just again telling you what is happening. We use a nested loop to get all the substrings. My first substring will look something like this. My second substring will look something like this. Now I will calculate my answer using an answer function that will return me a string in the form of sum, right? Then I will calculate if the further substring is actually equal to that answer. And then if that returns to be true, I will iteratively check for the remaining substring, for the remaining s, right? Now, the thing arises is I have to implement answer function also, that is add strings. That was returning f and s. That's what is running f plus s, right? So let us check how to do that. So I will just implement this away from the driver function. So suppose my string is 12, right? And my string is 5. So my first step was to reverse them. So my string becomes 21, string becomes 5. Now what will I do? So you must be familiar with this concept of carry. That is, suppose a number I'm adding is 88, and this is something like this. This is something like this, right? So 8 plus 8 is 16, and 1 is a carry here. 1 is a carry here. So I will have to implement my carry also in my functions, right? So I will start with 21 and 5. My I is actually here. My I is j is actually here. Okay. Now what will I do? I will create a function result as empty string that will I have to return, right? Now I will initiate a loop that while I, let us name it as I only, okay, while I is actually less than length of, let us name this string as s1 and this is s2, length of s1 and I is less than length of s2, right? So what do I do? I say uh, char x is equals to this 2. I can how can I get this 2? I can say this 2 minus 0 is actually returning me 2, right? So char x is actually equals to s1I minus 0 plus s2I, this is s2I minus 0, right? Plus this carry which I'm carrying with myself. Initially the carry was 0. Initially the carry is 0. Char x I have got, right? This is not char x, this is int x, right? This is int x. This is int x, right? Now from this int x I have to get, suppose my int x returns me 2 plus 5, that is 7. From this 7 I have to get char 7. So what will I do? I will use the toString function. So my string s, string let's say a only, becomes toString of x. Now this result should be updated and my result will become result plus a, and I will move my I forward, right? I will move my I forward. So it will do it for 2 plus 5, right? But before doing this toString, what do I have to do? Suppose this is an example that I am adding 9 and 9, right? It will be added to 18. My toString will convert it to 18. But I don't want 18. I want 8 here and 1 here. So I will have to take carry now. So what will I do? To this 18 will get converted to this 18 will get converted to this percentile. 18 will get percentile 10, and 18 by 10 is 1. So my carry will get 1. My 18 by 18 percentile 10 will get 8, right? So before updating it, let me rub it and change it. Sorry for my mistake, guys. Sorry for making the video extremely small, right? So what I'm doing is int, not this also. I don't want this also. The scribble doesn't work sometimes. So my int value, say int value will become x%, and my carry will become x by 10, right? Now my string a is actually equals to toString of value, right? Okay. So now res is equals to res plus a, and then I plus plus. Res equals to res plus a and then I plus plus. So I hope you are clear with this. Now the problem arises that the strings given to us was 2, 4, 3. Suppose this is my first string and I have to add it with 52. So what did we do up till now? We converted it to 3, 4, 2 and 2, 5, right? These are the strings. My eyes, this is 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, right? My carry was initially 0. So let me change the ink for the dry run, right? My carry was 0, right? What did we do? We created an empty string, right? This is my empty string. I went to 0 position. This will give me 3 plus 2 plus 0, that is 5, right? Now 5 is actually equals to 5. My carry will remain same. I will add 5 here. I will move to the next pointer, that is 4 and 5. Now 4 plus 5 plus 0 is actually 9. I will add 9, right? Okay, I will move forward. This is 2. This is empty now. I cannot use this. That is why I used this condition. I is actually less than length of S1 and length of S2. Right? So this string has been completed. I have to test it for this string. Now what do I have to do for that? While my I is actually less than length of S1. What do I do? Instead of adding this thing, I will remove this. That is the only difference I have to carry out. So it will become uh, int x equals to, oh sorry, yeah, s1I minus 0 plus carry, s1I minus 0 plus carry. Now value will become similarly x percentile 10, carry will become x by 10. No problem up till now. Then result equals to result plus to string of x, then I plus plus. No problem. So what is happening? We had carry 0, we just added 2 to it. Now there might be a case that my carry remains 1 after adding. Suppose my strings are 3, 4, 2, right? And my 2, 5, 8. So what I do? 5, 9. Now this is 0 and my carry remains 1 now. What do I have to do with this carry? So I will say, like this I did for length of s1, I will repeat it for length of s2 also, right? Now for the case of carry, what I will do? So now while carry, right? While carry, my value will change to carry percentile 10 and my carry will itself change it to carry by 10, and my result will get updated according to result plus to string of value, right? So this is my add string function, and then I will at last return result. So I will return result, right? So let us discuss the code again. Let us discuss the pseudo code again. For the first case, we generated the substrings, right? We generated the substring first and second. Then we calculate the answer using the below function which I implemented right now, right? Using different type of wings. Now, if this answer is equals to next substring, then iteratively will check for the remaining substring, remaining string, right? Okay. And if that remains to returns true, then returns true. Otherwise, if all the cases return false, right? Now, this is the implementation of the carry function, the adding function, right? This should not be a problem for you. I'm sure if you're not able to understand anything, the comment section is always open to you. And if you're liking this video, do not forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Also, I would like you to know that this requires a lot of effort, right? You can see my effort, right? Okay. So I hope this is the time for us to code now, and nothing better than coding. Right? That is my tagline from now. So nothing better than coding. Should I say it in my intro? I will try. So let us code it real fast. Now I have got my string n, right? Let us change it to num because I am comfortable with writing num, right? Now my n is actually equals to num dot length, right? For the sake of better coding, right? If n is less than 3, return false. What is this line doing? This line is actually keeping up for the fact that I need at least 3 numbers in my string. So if my length is actually 0, 1 or 2, I will have to return false because there are not enough numbers to carry out the operation, right? Now for int I, going from 1 up till equals to n by 2 I plus plus. For int j, going from 1 up till max of ij is actually equals to n minus I minus j, right? J plus plus. Now don't abuse me. I know you will be saying that you explained something else in the pseudocode. Yes, I explained something else in the pseudocode, and that was running fine. That was running fine in the lead code case. I can show you in the lead code case. The same question is arising there also. So additive number, I guess it was. Let me remove the tags. Additive number. Yeah, this is the case. You can see it was working for the lead code case. I used the same algorithm to take out the substrings. Yeah, here is my substring. So you can see length up till n minus 1. This is my first, and then it will go from n minus 1, right? N minus, so it is going. Okay, I was using the same concept. I was using the same concept here, but for some reasons, it was giving me a TLE. It was giving me a TLE. So I just optimized the substring part, right? That was, it was not giving me TLE. I don't know why. The complexity is actually same, O of n cube, right? Now my string first will be actually equals to num dot sub str going from 0 to I, and my string of second is actually equals to num dot sub str going from I to j. See, this is not very difficult to approach that what are the substring forming. You can actually try it on a paper, and I always say that trying it out on the paper is the best you can do to learn coding. Right now, if first dot length is greater than 1 and first I is equals to 0, right? What is this saying? This is saying that my first substring is actually not equal to 0, it is greater than 0 because the length is greater than 1. But the first character is 0, that is, it has a leading 0. In that case, we say that the string is not valid. We say that the string is not valid, right? This is my first statement. In that case, break. And I will write a similar code for the second also. If my second has a leading 0, return it. Return it in the sense break it. Second I and same the second. Right now, I will say my int start is equals to I plus j. What is this start referring to? This start is actually referring to the operation which we were doing. Like the third substring will form from the index I plus 1, I plus j, right? The third substring will form from the index I plus j. Now string sum, I will just initialize it here, right? Now while start is actually less than n. Why are we doing this? We are doing this because we want to calculate the further also. We were doing that first, second, third. Then for third, it becomes first, second. Then for fourth, it becomes second, third. Then for fifth, it becomes third, fourth, right? So now sum is equals to add string, which will be implementing in a short interval, first and second, right? Okay. Now if start plus sum dot length is actually greater than n, right? Or sum is not equals to num dot sub str start with sum dot length, right? In that case, break. So let us see what is this condition doing. This condition is actually doing that if there is not enough length to make a substring of some length of sum, right? In that case, break. Otherwise, if it is not equals to sum, if my third substring is actually not equals to sum, in that also case, break. But we cannot do anything, right? Otherwise, my first will convert to my second will convert to my sum, right? And my start will convert it to start plus sum dot length. Isn't it simple? Isn't it simple, guys? We just initiated the next example with what we want to do for next. Now if start is actually equals to n, that is, we have actually find a particular sub case that we are actually getting the additive sequence, right? In that case, return true. But unfortunately, there was no other case. So in that case, after all the substrings have been checked, return false, right? That is the simplest part, right? Okay. Now the thing is left is add string, and believe me, guys, it is very easy. It is very easy. Let me show you something. If you want to code it on your own, you go to the lead code. Add string is the name of the problem, I guess. Yeah. You search here. See, this is the code for add strings. This is also solved by me. So I've just implemented it the same way, right? I've implemented it the same way, and I will just use this. So control X, I guess. Yeah, control X. Oh, sorry. And I will go to the coding area and I will just paste it, right? The name of the function is add strings. I am using the function add string only, so it will be s, right? So let us try to run it now. Compile and run. So I know the video is quite fussy today, but believe me, if you watch it 2 to 3 times and give it a fair shot, the problem is actually easy. I think that this is a hard problem. I don't know why this is kept in a medium problem. And you can see we have completed a streak of 102 days. Also, guys, I forgot to mention that happy Holi to you guys, right? Because I forgot to mention that too yesterday. So no worries, Holi is for 5 to 10 days prior and 5 to 10 days post, right? So thank you for watching. Hope you liked the video, and if so, do not forget to like my video. And if you're new here, do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Also, guys, I have a request that you are not connecting with me on my Instagram, so I have connected my personal Instagram account with this. So please connect with me there. Also, connect with me on LinkedIn, right? Let us grow some network, right? There might be the things that I want to learn from you. Like I don't know about development, right? I don't know about development. So I want to learn development, and I would be happy to learn development from one of you guys, right? So please connect me on the LinkedIn. The link is in the description and on Instagram as well, right? So thank you for watching. Have a nice day, and we'll meet tomorrow with a new question. Bye bye.